I got 9 o'clock. We gotta go ahead and call the meeting order. Start with pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Next is approval of today's agenda.
Motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of minutes of 3/25/24.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the minutes from 3/25/24.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now is approval of claims for payment of 4/1 of 2024.
Make a motion to approve the April 1st, 2024 claims for payment.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now I have is consideration to approve Hardin County Child Abuse Prevention Coalition Proclamation of April 2024.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the consideration of said proclamation.
And I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I'll go ahead and read that.
Okay,
All right. Whereas in 2021, there were 45 confirmed or founded cases of child abuse in Hardin County. And whereas child abuse and neglect are serious problems affecting every segment of our community, and finding solutions requires input and action from everyone. And whereas our children are our most valuable resource and will shape the future of Hardin County, and whereas child abuse can have long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects that have lasting consequences for victims of abuse, and whereas protective factors are conditions that reduce or eliminate risk and promote the social, emotional, and developmental well-being of children, and whereas effective child abuse prevention activities succeeded because of the partnerships created between child welfare professionals, education, health, community, and faith-based organizations, businesses, law enforcement agencies, and families. And whereas communities must make every effort to promote programs and activities that create strong and thriving children and families. And whereas we acknowledge that we must work together as a community to increase awareness about child abuse and to promote the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, and nurturing environment. And whereas prevention remains the best defense for our children and families. Now, therefore, we, the Hardin County Board of Supervisors, do proclaim April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Hardin County and urge all citizens to recognize this month by dedicating ourselves to the task of improving the quality of life for all children and families.
dated Eldora the 1st of April. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is consideration for Sexual Assault Awareness Month proclamation of April.
I will make a
2024.
motion to approve the Sexual Assault Awareness Month proclamation for April of 2024.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I'll go ahead and read this proclamation. Sexual Assault Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and impacts every person in every community. Sexual Assault Awareness Month aims to raise public awareness about sexual abuse, harassment, and assault, and educate communities about how to be involved in prevention. This year's Sexual Assault Awareness Month campaign theme, Building Connected Communities, calls on each of us to work together to prevent sexual abuse, harassment, and assault. We believe when anyone experiences sexual violence, every community member is affected. We must strive to build more connected, respectful, and inclusive communities to promote our collective well-being and protect against the risk of sexual violence. We believe all of our communities will be safer and stronger by making them more equitable for people of all gender identities, sexual orientations, races, and ethnic backgrounds, ages, faiths, and abilities. Statistics show over 53% of women and over 29% of men reported contact sexual violence in their lifetime. It also shows most women and men across all sexual identities experience contact sexual violence reported that the person who harmed them was someone they knew. More than 1 in 4 non-Hispanic Black women, or 29% in the United States, were raped in their lifetime. 1 in 3 Hispanic women, or 34.8%, reported unwanted sexual contact in their lifetime. More than 1 in 5 American Indian and Alaska Native women, or 84.3%, have experienced violence in their lifetime. 32.9% of adults with intellectual disabilities have experienced sexual violence. 47% of all transgender people have been sexually assaulted at some point in their lives. As such, we must strive to create strong, connected communities that take care of one another and make decisions to ensure the safety and well-being of others to end sexual violence. The Building Connected Communities campaign is an opportunity for our community to join with others around the world in committing to prevent sexual abuse, assault, and harassment.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is consideration to approve interstate power and light utility permit 24006.
I make motion to approve utility permit UT 24 0006 for interstate power and light.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
This just extends overhead electric going west, starting at 140th Street and A8 Avenue.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is utility permit 24007.
Go ahead, Renee.
I'll make a motion to approve utility permit UT 24 007 also for interstate power and light.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is utility permit. Says UI, but it's UT 24008.
Motion to approve utility permit UT 24 008, another one for interstate power and light.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is acknowledge receipt of sheriff's monthly report.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve or acknowledge the receipt of Sheriff McDaniel's monthly report for the month of March.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have some change of statuses.
Make a motion to approve the change of status for Brett Lawrence. He's in the Conservation Department. It's a resignation. He was temporary seasonal part-time.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status effective 3/29/24 for Logan Graben, also in the Conservation Department. He's a full-time employee, and this is also a resignation.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And last is Austin Day. This is a resignation effective April 19th, 2024. He was a motor grader operator.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I have another one here.
Yep, we do. This is resignation from Bruce Deacon effective April 12th, 2024. He was the assistant to the engineer in the secondary roads department.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Been missing him. He's been here a while.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And the last one now is Dale Johnson, effective March 26th, 2024. He's a correctional officer. And it is a demotion to a salary rate of $21.16 an hour. He's going from a jail sergeant to a correctional officer.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Other business.
I want to thank, Thomas and Sheriff McDaniels. Last week, we had a Hardin County EMS meeting, and they're doing a good job of procuring some funding for the radio communication system. I had a couple people ask, what the status was. Sounds like things are progressing along, and I appreciate that.
Other business? Michelle.
But just a reminder that the treasurer's office will be closed tomorrow for all staff training. And today is their last day to pay property tax without any penalty.
Okay, thank you. Thomas?
Clarification on the email that went out last week, from Brooke. It is from, Hopkins and Hubner, PC, 2024 Spring Client Seminar. That is a HR, lawyer firm that is connected with Heartland Risk Pool. Heartland Risk Pool has their own attorneys online for employment matters. And so this is just another place to get information. It's not changing what the county has for HR. It's just additional HR information if you're interested. It's not a mandatory, it's just
No,
put out there.
I think they had 40 open seats. If somebody is interested, if any staff member
Yeah.
or staff
And it's
or
by-
department heads.
It's by Zoom. You can either go to Des Moines or you can attend by Zoom. So it's a simple, easy Zoom in and get HR information.
Yep.
And there was a bunch of different topics in there, so.
So if anybody was interested in any of those topics.
Yep.
It was a good source. Any other business? Public comment. I can ask for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you.